I think about this in part in the context of business as well, because as an investor, you get an energy from the entrepreneur that's trying to get investment from you
Mhm.
as to whether they need you or whether you're an option. And it's so remarkable how much more likely you are to invest in a founder who makes you feel like an option. And I think because, and then you have these other founders, when I can literally think of one example that popped to my mind from the last couple of weeks where they were so desperate that it was almost rude.
Wow.
And
How did that manifest?
as in the way that they sent their emails and the way that they were like demanding and how urgent they wanted to speak to you and all these kinds of things and how like low-key expectant they were from you made me feel like their business wasn't doing well. Whereas, and I think about this in the context of relationships, whereas the founders and entrepreneurs that message me, where they're kind of more patient, they're kind of maybe a little bit busier. But the ones that have that, like, I keep going back to that phrase, like with or without you energy, where you're an option to them, you're much more likely to invest. You feel like it's a privilege to invest. And I think about this from the context of the question I just asked. If someone's like, I need a husband now, versus someone's like, I'm open, I'm curious, I'm willing to go on the date and see if we're right, because I realize that me saying yes to you is a huge investment. So I need to take my time to figure out if that investment is going to be worthwhile because I respect myself.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Right.
Maybe it's better if you're just kind of confident and not so desperate.
Can you fake confidence, Julie?
Mm-mm.
This is the problem.
No, as a matter of fact, when people try to fake confidence, they often overstep it, right? And golly, I know I'll never forget this fellow in high school. He would brag about himself without knowing that he was bragging. He would boast and boast and boast and boast. And I realized, oh my God, I cannot stand this, because it was so fake. But important thing, I realized that the extremity of my negative attitude towards him was because there was a part of me that was just like that felt insecure, that wanted to present, this perfect image to people that I wasn't, which is what he was trying to do. And so then it's like, oh, I've got a little work to do on myself.